Two things you need to know about this game before we start. It is not related to the famous trilogy on the PS2 of the same name, and it's a wonderful game.
All you must do is ask.
The asking is yours.
You know what it is that I ask.
If you would have your wish,
Then give me mine.
The wind is free, but the sand goes where it is blown, unaware of the world around it, whirling on the breath of the gods, at the mercy of the storm that engulfs it. What is one grain of sand in the desert? One grain amongst the storm.
Farah? Farah! Farah! Hi. I told you she didn't come this way.
Come on.
Hey, at least tell me your name! Hey, come back!
Chasing her is basically just a platforming tutorial.
What's your name? You can't just fall out of the sky then run away, hey!
Right now we're just learning about the basic movements, like wall running, which is done by jumping into a wall and just pressing a direction.
She's with someone. Who is that? Hey, you!
Much of the platforming is semi-automated, so you don't want to over-adjust. That could end poorly.
Hey! There's no need to get nasty. We can talk about this. Okay, so you're not a conversationalist. Two guys against one girl. Ah, that's not fair. In fact, in some places it's illegal.
During combat we can block, and if we block at just the right time, we can parry, which leaves the enemy open for attack.
Bet you wish you'd opted for conversation now, don't you? Yeah, and you can run too.
Why are you following me?
I'm not. I'm looking for...
Farah, I heard you yelling. You and your girlfriend should get out of here.
girlfriend? Farrah's not my girlfriend. She's my donkey.
You're risking your life for a donkey?
She's a good donkey. That and she's carrying a king's ransom in gold.
Just get out of here. If they don't see you with me, you'll be all right.
Hey, you!
You want to time your advice better next time?
There's Elika showing us how wall jumping works. We just press jump when we want to leap to a different wall. Pretty easy.
Will you stop running?
Why do you run from me? Elika!
No, he's nothing to do with this! No!
Oh no! Oh crap! How did you... Whoa, whoa! I've got you.
They're moving! That way, come
We
on!
better get out of here. How did you do that?
I don't know.
Right. And you being able to do magic isn't anything to do with why they're trying to kill us.
They're not trying to kill us. They're trying to kill you.
Okay, fine. Keep your secrets. But at least tell me how to escape.
No, I can't leave. I've got to get to the temple.
You really can put me down now.
Release her!
I have lost my donkey, fallen down a cliff, and had a rock dropped on me. I'm not in a good mood.
Release her!
I'm not holding her hostage.
Let her go!
It's you she's running away from.
Last time we used our sword attack, which is our most basic attack. This time we used the acrobatic attack, which lets us switch places with an opponent. This is useful because when we back an opponent against a wall, it causes extra damage to them.
Do you think you're up to running?
Yes.
Well, then where's that temple?
You go. I'll follow.
Here's where we get access to the talk button.
Which way is this temple?
We need to go this way.
Do you often drop out of the sky onto men? I mean, you're a good-looking girl and everything. Obviously, pretty high maintenance, but you shouldn't need to go throwing yourself off cliffs onto men. How can you suddenly develop powers from nowhere?
I don't know. No one's had these powers for centuries. I don't know why I was chosen.
The talk button is actually pretty important. It's where a large amount of the character development comes from. So I'm going to make sure we hear as much of it as possible. They still have plenty of character in the mandatory cutscenes, but extra character never hurts. We have to time our jumps really well here.
She's here! We have her! Hey, stop there! We mean you no harm.
I'd really appreciate it if you'd stop trying to kill me. You guys could just leave me alone.
This time we're going to use grabs. Grabs let us switch which plane we combat
I
on.
don't know anything about this girl. She fell out of the sky onto me.
You expect us to believe that?
Yeah, come to think of it, it's not the most convincing story.
When we switch which plane we're doing combat on, we can extend our combo immensely. This time we're still just doing a basic 2-hit combo with it. It is very good for pushing enemies back, though.
You will not stand between us and the princess.
What princess? You're a princess?
We're gonna do a more complicated combo this time. We're gonna grab, do an acrobatic move to jump in the air, and then press square. You'll notice that did much more damage. All of the fights in this game are one-on-one, if you're wondering.
Elika, it is finished. You cannot return. Why do you run? There is nowhere to go.
This guy doesn't give up. I hope you're good with heights.
This is where we learned the grip fall, which basically means just descending down a sheer surface by holding R2.
The temple's there, under the tree.
You guys worship a tree? But you do come from here. Won't they know we're going to the temple? Is there anywhere in there we can hold up? What was this about being a princess?
We can get bits of one-sided dialogue by pressing the talk button while we're running. Elika won't respond to these ones, though. This is just a tutorial for ledges.
What are you doing up there?
Get that end and push.
What's in the temple?
Just push.
Is there gold in there?
I can't see anyone following. We should hurry.
I've never met a princess before. I've observed a few from a distance, but never met one. There was this one princess, and
Can you save the stories?
you're kind of a priestess as well as a princess.
Yes.
Right. I mean, the whole princess thing is great, but there is something about priestesses. Maybe it's the robes.
This is far from the last time we will hear about the prince's obsession with priestesses.
Well, if there's no gold, why is this place so secure?
It's the prison that holds Ahriman.
Ahriman? Oh, that... Ahriman? The big bad god of darkness? Kills people, destroys cities, scares naughty children?
Unless you want to see lots of dead naughty children, you'll help me fix this.
We can press circle to grab and pull these rings, which is also the grab button in combat.
Where's Ahriman?
Under this seal.
Elika hasn't made it very clear what we're doing. I mean, it's not like we have a choice at this point, but still, something about this seems off.
Thank you for helping me reach here. But now you should go.
You want me to go? Just like...
Elika!
Get back. I've got this.
I cannot lose you again.
Father, no! I beg of you!
Father?
Our opponent's combat skills have some grounding in traditional sword fighting. When we touch the tip of his sword, we've officially stepped into his zone, and he will strike. It's a useful indicator of when we should be blocking. He can also turn our sword strikes back on us, but then we can reverse them again if we time ourselves well enough.
No! Father, no! Father!
Let's get out of here. Come on! I think we need a better plan. That was a better plan.
Elika's magic attacks perform 3 basic functions all in one. They create openings for us to use combos easier, they push enemies back significantly, and they extend our combos. Very useful.
We have to get out of here.
You think?
Go! Go!
What are these things?
Ahriman's soldiers. They were trapped with him.
Yeah? Well, it looks like they got out.
Ahriman's escaping!
Taking damage in this game is pretty much inevitable. It's going to happen at some point. When you do take damage, you have 2 chances to recover before you get hit a final time, and Elika needs to save you, at which point the enemy can regain health. The screen flashes red, and it gets more red, much like in a cover-based shooter. The longer we avoid damage, the more our health refills. Pretty simple stuff.
Watch out!
This part may just look like it's for decoration, just to be dramatic, but it is actually really easy to die here. Some of the things crumble in ways you don't expect.
Keep going! Jump!
Are you crazy?
Jump!
Ah! Oh.
I am the darkness. I am your end. You shall watch the ending of the night.
Any more of your relatives gonna try and kill us? Or is it just your father who wants to end the world?
Do you think I wanted any of this?
Well, what do we do now? Presuming the great god of darkness doesn't just squish us flat.
He can't have escaped yet. Not fully. The temple must still have the power to contain him. Something's happened to the fertile grounds. If we can get to them, we might be able to stop Ahriman escaping.
The fertile what?
This land was built to keep Ahriman here. These areas feed the temple with life energy. The temple feeds the tree. We have to stop him.
We have to get out of here.
Fine, run. But you're not going to get very far.
Ah, I was on my way home. I had more gold than you could... I'd have had wine, women. I'd have had carpets this thick. Now I'm stuck with an angry god and a crazy woman. All right. Which one of these things do we need to do whatever to?
We can't reach the fertile grounds in these areas. We'd need to... No, we can't reach them anyway. We'll have to get to these four. Then we can see what's happening.
If I ever find that donkey. Carpets this thick. This thick!